Governor Romney, thank you for interviewing for this fiscal manager position for Peter and Danielle. But at the outset, the past 2 years you've attacked the liberal leaning college professors and the teacher unions, of which Professor Bonadies is a card carrying member. And yet here you are interviewing to work for a teacher. Do you find that conflicting in any way?
Well, first, I love great schools. Massachusetts, our schools are ranked #1 of all 50 states. And the key to great schools, great teachers. So I reject the idea that I don't believe in great teachers or more teachers. Every school district, every state should make that decision on their own.
Governor Romney, there's talk that Peter and Danielle don't seem to care about the severely elderly Poppy and Bobby when they come over in the winter. No shoveling, no salt, no sand. What's your position? Is this callousness okay, or will things change?
And we care for those that have difficulties, those that are elderly and have problems and challenges, those that are disabled. We care for them.
Governor Romney, the family and in-laws have criticized Peter for knocking down just about every tree between the two lots, widening the paths, dumping garbage. Pete and Danielle say no big deal, and they actually think it's okay. Give us the straight talk on this.
We know that the path we're taking is not working. It's time for a new path.
All right, let's go through some specifics.
There's little disagreement that Mary got off to a slow start out of the box. Her sharing skills have been publicly ridiculed. The Camfields have said, stop the nonsense, and insist on Mary going to Montessori school. What do you tell the Camfields in this situation?
My own view, by the way, is I've added to that. I happen to believe I want the kids that are getting federal dollars from IDEA or Title I. These are disabled kids or poor kids or lower income kids, rather. I want them to be able to go to the school of their choice. If you will, follow the child and let the parent and the child decide where to send their student.
Governor Romney, you want the job, but do you know the property? Do you know the facility? Are you capable and qualified to act?
By the way, I've had that experience. I don't just talk about it. I've been there.
Governor Romney, there's no debate that finances in the Bonadies household are mismanaged and they're living in a financial illusion. The Campfields knows that Danielle single-handedly practically bankrupt them with her needless spending. Now Mary's got every stupid book and toy. How do you see it? Is this a serious problem, or will this continue to go on?
Well, good. I'm glad you raised that, and it's a critical issue. I think it's not just an economic issue. I think it's a moral issue.
But you're not answering the question. I want specifics. There's talk about home pizza ovens, endless tool spending, and now a tanning bed program for Mary. Where are you going to draw the line? What's going to be the litmus test for the Bonadies family going forward? I want answers.
That's what I cut from spending. Well, first of all, I will eliminate all programs by this test if they don't pass it. Is the program so critical it's worth borrowing money from China to pay for it? And if not, I'll get rid of it.
The Bonadies have always been an outgoing and understanding group and tolerant. We have Catholics, Protestants, and Jews at this party, and they're an inclusive couple. But don't you think Pete and Danielle are going to be a little hesitant to select you with your Mormon beliefs and faith in seer stones and endless wives?
In that line that says we are endowed by our Creator with our rights, I believe we must maintain our commitment to religious tolerance and freedom in this country.
Governor Romney, we're sitting in this beautiful home above the means of its occupants. And there's no dispute that it was built on the backs of Poppy and Mary, Tom and Regina, and Anthony and Linda. How would you accept this job with a clean conscience, knowing the deep dependency involved in the Bonadies with Peter and Danielle?
We are endowed by our Creator with the right to pursue happiness as we choose. I interpret that as, one, making sure that those people who are less fortunate and can't care for themselves are cared by one another.
Governor Romney, Peter's been bragging about his ground source heat pump. But reports say that Dad gave Pete up to $80 or $90 billion to install it, just to save a few penny in heating costs. What's your position? I mean, is this a good idea?
And look, I'm all in favor of green energy. $90 billion. That would have hired 2 million teachers. $90 billion.
Governor Romney, I'd like to thank you for coming in and interviewing for the position. The trustees in charge of this decision will be in touch with you shortly and will let you know how it went. Thank you.